A very good morning, my dear students. I hope you are safe and secure at home. Stay home, stay safe. Welcome back to our social studies online class. Geography, first chapter, India Relief Features. In the previous class, you have studied India Relief Features, the Himalayas. The Himalayas comprised three parallel ranges: Himadri, the Greater Himalayas; Himachal, the Lesser Himalayas; and Shivalik. Next important relief feature, the Peninsular Plateau. Now, let us discuss another important relief feature of India, that is the Thar Desert. The Thar Desert is situated in the western part of Rajasthan, India. It is the world's seventh largest desert and consists of sand and rocky outcrops. It is located on the leeward side of Aravallis and receives very low amount of rainfall, ranging from 100 mm to 500 mm per year. The internal drainage rivers merge into lakes and do not reach the sea. Children, once again listen carefully. The Thar Desert. The Thar Desert is located on the leeward side of Aravallis. It receives the lowest amount of rainfall, ranging from 100 to 150 mm per year. It has an arid climate with very low vegetation, only the desert plants. Streams appear during rainy season and disappear soon after. Luni is the only river flow in this area. These rivers are the internal drainage rivers which flow into lakes but not reach the sea. Accumulation of people is seen mostly near the oasis. The people used to grow some crops like wheat, basna, dates, etc. with less amount of water. Their economic condition is not well compared with the coastal area people. Now the government of India is trying to improve their economic status through some measures like digging Indira Gandhi canals, etc. Now let us look at the concept map of the coastal plains. The coastal plains divide into two parts: Western coastal plains and Eastern coastal plains. Western coastal plains can be divided into three parts: Konkan coast, Canara coast and Malabar coast. Eastern coastal plains divide into three parts: Utkal coast, Sikar coast and Coromandel coast. Now let us learn about the coastal plains. A coastal plain is an area of flat, low-lying land adjacent to a sea coast. The southern part of the Peninsular Plateau is bordered by narrow coastal strips along the Arabian Sea and the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east. The western coast starts from the Rann of Kutch and ends at Kanyakumari. The western coastal plains narrower than the east coast. This plains is uneven and broken by hilly terrain. The western coastal plains divide into three parts. Konkan coast. This is the northern part. It touches Maharashtra and Goa. Canara coast. This is the middle part. It includes coastal plains of Karnataka. Third one, Malabar coast. This is the southern part, mostly in the state of Kerala. The eastern coastal plains are wide and have a large surface structure. It stretches from Mahanadi in Odisha to Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. The eastern coastal plains are formed by rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri and are very fertile. These coastal plains are known by different names locally: Utkal Coast in Odisha, Sirkar Coast in Andhra Pradesh, Coromandel Coast in Tamil Nadu. So in this topic, 4 marks important question. How are the eastern coastal plains and why western coastal plains similar or different? The eastern coastal plains, the western coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. The western coastal plains lies between Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. It stretches, the eastern coastal plains stretches from Mahanadi in Odisha to Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. The western coastal plains starts from Rann of Kutch and ends at Kanyakumari. The eastern coastal plains are wide and have large surface structure. The western coastal plains are narrower than the eastern coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains are formed by rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and the Kaveri. The western coastal plains are uneven and broken by hilly terrain. Next, 5th point. These plains, the eastern coastal plains are very fertile, but the western coastal plains are less fertile. The eastern coastal plains can be divided into 3 parts: Utkal Coast, Sirkar Coast, Coromandel Coast. The western coastal plains can be divided into 3 parts: Konkan Coast, Canara Coast and Malabar Coast. Next, the eastern coastal plains are agriculturally developed, but the western coastal plains are not agriculturally developed. Next, the eastern coastal plains, lakes like Chilka in Odisha and Kolleru and Pulicat in Andhra Pradesh are other important features of these plains. The western coastal plains are no such lakes in these plains. Similarities between eastern coastal plains and western coastal plains. So these two plains, both coastal plains are stretching from north to south. Both coastal plains are receiving abundant rainfall during southwest monsoons. East and west coastal plains are extending between the sea and mountain ranges. Both east and west coastal plains covered with fertile soil. Now let us look at the concept map of islands. The islands: Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep Islands. The island, generally an island is defined a piece of land which is completely surrounded by water. The word island came from Middle English word island, and which in turn came from the Old English word eggland. The islands, there exist 2 groups of islands in India. They are Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands is an elevated portion of submerged mountain parts running from Myanmar mountain Arkanyoma. In Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Narcondam and Barren Islands are of volcanic origins. The southernmost tip of India is found in Nicobar Islands and called as Indira Point, which was submerged during the 2004 tsunami. Next, Lakshadweep Islands. These islands are of coral origin. Its total geographic area is 32 square kilometers. This group of islands is famous for a great variety of flora and fauna. Okay children, once again revise our lesson. Important points of this lesson. First point, the central longitude of India is 82 degrees 30 minutes. Eastern longitude is taken as standard meridian which passes near Allahabad. Second point, IST. IST means Indian Standard Time. GMT. GMT means Greenwich Mean Time. Third point, world landforms originated from two giant lands, namely Angara land, Laurasia, and Gondwana land. The Indian peninsula was part of Gondwana land. The relief divisions of India landmass can be divided into 6 groups. First one, the Himalayas, the Indo-Gangetic plains, the peninsular plateau, the coastal plains, the islands. Fifth point, the Himalayan comprised 3 parallel ranges. First one, the Greater Himalayas or Himadri. Second, the Lesser Himalayas or Himachal and Shivalik. So, sixth point, the Greater Himalayas are composed of snow and ice covered. You find glaciers here. The seasonal cycles of accumulation of ice movements and melting of glaciers are the source for perennial rivers. And seventh point, perennial rivers. Perennial rivers means it flows throughout the year. Next, seventh one, the lesser Himalayan ranges consist of famous valleys of Kashmir and Kangra and Kulu in Himachal Pradesh. Next, Shivaliks. Shivaliks are called by different names in different regions. Jammu Hills, Kashmir, Mishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Kachar in Assam. Next, the valleys lying between the lesser Himalayas and Shivalik ranges are called as duns. Example, Dehradun, Kotlidan and Patlidan. Duns means the valley lying between the lesser Himalayas and Shivalik ranges. Next, important point, Purvanchal. Purvanchal is one mark question. Purvanchal in Arunachal Pradesh, behind the Dihang Valley, the Himalayas takes hairpin bend to the south and act as eastern boundary of India, and these divisions are known as Purvanchal. Purvanchal means in Arunachal Pradesh, behind the Dihang Valley, the Himalayas takes hairpin bend to the south and acts as eastern boundary of India, and these divisions are known as Purvanchal. Next, the Indo-Gangetic Plains. The Indo-Gangetic Plains broadly consist of three divisions: the western part, the central part, and the eastern part. Next point, the western part was formed by the Indus and its tributaries Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, and Satluj. The central part is known as Ganga Plain. The eastern part of the plain exists mostly in the Brahmaputra Valley of Assam. Next point, the Indian Plateau is also known as the Peninsular Plateau. It is surrounded by the seas on three sides. So, this is also important for mark question. Why do we often the term Indian Peninsula? The Indian Plateau is also known as the Peninsular Plateau. It is surrounded by seas on three sides. Next point, the Peninsular Plateau consists of two broad divisions, namely the Central Islands, Malwa Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau consists of two broad divisions, namely the Central Islands, Malwa Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. Prominent plateaus is Central Islands or Malwa Plateau on the western side, and towards to the east there is the Chota Nagpur Plateau. The portion of Peninsular Plateau lying to the south of the Narmada, a triangular landmass, is called the Deccan Plateau. Next, coastal plain, Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. The Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats and Neelagiris forms western, eastern and southern boundaries is respectively. Dodabetta is the highest peak in Neelagiris. The highest peak in South India is Anaimudi. Highest peak in Eastern Ghats is Aromakonda. Next, third desert. Luni is the only river flow in the third desert. Indira Gandhi Canal is the longest canal in our country. Next, the coastal plains and the coastal plains. The coastal plains is uneven and broken by hilly terrain. The coastal plains is uneven and broken by hilly terrain. It can be divided into three parts: Konkan coast, Canara coast, and Malabar coast. The Arabian coastal plains are known as Utkal coast, Sirkar coast, and Coromandel coast. Next, islands. There are two groups of islands: Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar stretches in Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. Barren and Narkondam Islands are volcanic origin in India. The southernmost tip of India is found in Nicobar Islands, are called Indira Point, which was submerged during the 2004 tsunami. Okay children, hope you all understood the topic India Relief Features. Thank you.